Down at the bottom of the garden, among the birds and the bees, a little lot of little people they call the Poddington bees. There's creepy, black-eyed bee and Dumpy. Keep it a secret now, please. They're zippy, happy, and they're sweepy, and all the Poddington bees, the Poddington bees.
The annual vegetable show was being held at Garden Pea's cottage. Sloppy stood back to admire his sign when Zippy flashed through, making his usual speedy entrance.
I think my runner beans have a good chance of winning first prize.
Ah, you mean the splendid cup, the most valuable thing in all Poddington. Zippy carefully placed his runner beans and then raced off. Behind a bush, Creepy and Black-Eyed Pea were watching carefully.
I really want to win that cup,
Hissed Creepy.
Oh, but boss, we ain't grown anything, and the show's this afternoon. Even Zippy couldn't grow anything that quickly.
But Creepy had a plan, and he and Black-Eyed Pea made their way back to Creepy Castle, which overlooked Poddington. The other peas were arriving at Garden Pea's cottage. First Jumpy with his spring greens, then Weepy with his onion, then Tiny Wee McPea, who produced dwarf French beans. Then came Dumpy, who had produced a large fat marrow in his garden. Sweepy and Happy had brought sweet corn, and Grumpy complained of the trouble he'd had with his crabapple. The whole town had turned out for the show, even Bumpy, who had managed to turn up with a rather bruised plum. The only one who was missing was Sleepy, with his bedding plants. Meanwhile, Creepy and Black-Eyed Pea made their way down from Creepy Castle past the Creepy Carrot Patch. The carrots were very interested in all the activity. And even PC Pod, Poddington's chief police officer, was pleased to see them joining in the village events and doing something useful for a change. Just as Garden Pea announced that the vegetable show was open, Creepy and Black-Eyed Pea arrived with their giant tomato. They placed it in the middle of the stand and stood back to admire their work. The contestants looked on in suspense while Garden Pea examined all the vegetables. He marked his list for colour, looks, feel, and size. Finally, after much thought, Garden Pea cleared his throat. I am pleased to announce the winners of the annual Poddington Vegetable Show. Creepy and Black-Eyed Pea will receive this magnificent cup. They paraded around the stage, very pleased that finally the Poddington Cup would be theirs. But as Garden Pea pinned on the rosette, there was a massive explosion.
Oh no, that's blown it,
cried Creepy, and he and Black-Eyed Pea made a dash for Creepy Castle with PC Pod racing after them. Garden Pea looked at his notes again. The new winner seems to be Dumpy and his magnificent marrow. A delighted Dumpy struggled onto the platform, and it made his day when Snappy took his photo for the front page of the Daily Pod.
Down at the bottom of the garden, among the birds and the bees, a little lot of little people they call the Poddington bees. There's Creepy, Black-Eyed Pea and Dumpy. Keep it a secret now, please. They're zippy, happy, and they're sweepy, and all the Poddington bees, the Poddington bees.